Do you have an athlete, despite many individual lessons, is actually going backwards in her sport? Hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Cohn, the owner and founder of Peak Performance Sports, and I want to welcome you back to another episode of the Sports Psychology Podcast. Here's the question I received from Rick. My daughter is a 16-year-old softball pitcher and volleyball player. Despite many lessons over the years, she has gone backwards with her pitching. She cannot get out of an inning today. She either walks the batter or hits the batter in the foot. I think she gets overly anxious and has lost her confidence. She is a little timid at times and seems afraid of making mistakes. How can I help her? Rick, thanks for your question. Hey, before we get going, please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already subscribed, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new videos come out. So I have a couple ideas here for you, Rick. The first one is the idea of too many cooks in the kitchen. In other words, if she's had a lot of coaches over the years, especially the last year, if she's bounced around from coach to coach with her pitching and she hasn't really settled on one system or one methodology, that can create havoc for athletes. I remember I had a ball player came in, he was working on his hitting with me. He was local here, playing at the local prep school. Every week he'd come in telling me, oh, he went to work with this coach or this pitching coach, and he's working on this now, this week. So every week he was working on something different with a new pitching coach, which is not ideal. That's not how you're going to develop a good system. That's not how you're going to be a good pitcher. So that's the first thing that you have to assess. Are there too many coaches? Are you coaching her? Is there a pitching coach? Is there a head coach? And she's getting it from all angles, and she doesn't know how to synthesize the information or simplify the information. That can be an issue for athletes, and it will actually cause them to take a step backwards instead of going forwards. Now, I know that sometimes you reach a point where this coach has helped us get as far as we can. We need to find a new coach. I get that, right? But you have to understand that you're going to take a step backwards to go two steps forwards. And that process can take a long time for athletes to unlearn the old system and replace it with the new system where it starts to become more automatic for her. And when it becomes automatic, she can trust it more. She doesn't have to overthink her pitching in this case. Now, the other idea I had, which happens to many of the athletes we work with. As athletes grow up, you know, when athletes are kids, they're pretty much fearless and they play in the moment. They just enjoy what they're doing. As they grow up and get older, 12, 13, 14, 15, they start to develop fears. They start to worry that people are going to judge them. They start to worry that you're going to judge them. They start to worry about disappointing teammates. I mean, there's a litany of fears that athletes get. So you said she looks tense, or she describes that she's tense out there, feels somewhat anxious. She's got fear. Fear will hold her back from being able to use her skills to the best of her ability. Because when athletes have fear, they focus on what not to do. Don't walk the batter. Don't throw this pitch in the dirt. Don't throw this over the catcher's head, for example. And now they're focusing on the wrong things, what not to do. So they're playing not to win. They're playing not to look silly, playing not to make mistakes, instead of playing to win out there. And that fear will get a grip on your athletes, and it won't let them go until they have a great outing or they get help with that. And that's the reason why parents come to us asking for help with the mental game. We help athletes understand their fears, why those fears create anxiety, tension, over control in games, and how it affects their performance. From there, we teach other mental skills that are going to help your daughter improve her performance, such as how to focus better, how to refocus when she's distracted, how to have a positive intention on every pitch. Instead of thinking about, don't throw this in the dirt, you want her thinking about her target. Sounds simple and basic, but super important for your athletes. We teach them how to trust in their skills. Once they start trusting in their skills, even though they're feeling the fear and doing it anyways, then they can start to develop more confidence. And it's a cyclical relationship. More confidence leads to more trust. More trust leads to more confidence. And that's how you get her to work out of that cycle. But definitely I would look at, are there too many cooks in the kitchen? And what specific fears does she have? That will help give you somewhat of the answer to modify her thinking going into games. Hope that was helpful. If you want more information about mental training or mental performance coaching, jump over to peaksports.com and click on Contact Us or check out our coaching programs there. In addition, you can read more articles on our blog about this. You can also watch videos at our website and just learn more about what this area is all about. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to educate you on the benefits of mental training and some of the challenges you're going to see with your athletes. Thanks for watching.